Oh, yeah? You like that? You like that? Yeah?
Right now, acting like they're in the backseat of a Subaru, but they're in the front seat of a police car. That's the dashboard camera catching them. They've got a suspect.
Disclaimer: all content in this video is for general educational purposes only.
How low can someone go to avoid getting arrested?
I don't want to go to jail,
let me explain this to you.
You meant it in an endearing way?
Yeah.
Well, here are 3 cases where daring suspects try seducing cops to wiggle their way out of trouble. Sounds like a plot from a wild movie, right? But guess what? It's real. These women took flirting to a whole new level, trying to charm their way out of handcuffs. The question is, did they succeed? Were the cops swayed by their charms, or did justice prevail? Let's find out. Naomi Furrer. Early on a Sunday morning, around 3:53 a.m. on October 30th, 2022, a cop in the city of North Port, Sarasota County, spotted something fishy at the intersection of North Cranberry and North Toledo Blade. There was a red light, and a black Hyundai sedan was parked over the stop bar and crosswalk, basically blocking the whole intersection. The person behind the wheel? A woman named Naomi Furrer. She had bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and seemed a bit lost in her thoughts. And she was all dressed up for Halloween, claiming she came from a spooky party.
Where are you headed to?
She lives in Northport. I was just trying to,
The cop decided to check the license plate through some fancy systems, and it turned out the plates were expired since April 2nd, 2021.
The tags on the car, is the car registered to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the tags on the car expired back in March,
Yes, sir.
or April, I'm sorry, and your license is suspended.
Yes, sir.
Did you know your license was suspended?
I apologize about that.
Okay.
To add to the trouble, the owner, Naomi Furrer, had a suspended driver's license. Now, Naomi admitted she knew her license was suspended, but she was apparently trying to fix it. A quick check on the computer revealed Naomi had not 1, not 2, but 3 active suspensions for not paying traffic fines, and 1 more for not meeting financial responsibilities.
We had a couple of documents exchanged. I can't find it.
Because you have an insurance suspension and you have like 4 other suspensions for fail to pay traffic fine. You know you got to pay. You know you got to pay tickets.
Huh?
I said you know you got to pay the tickets.
The cop asked her to step out of the car, and guess what? She was wobbly on her feet.
We'll come right back over here so we don't get hit.
The cop requests her to step out of the vehicle for a brief interrogation, unaware of the unfolding drama that is about to happen. Once outside, the cop smelled more alcohol.
Bossy, your speech is slightly slurred.
I'm just very tired, that's all.
There's alcohol coming off the truck. Okay? Check your eyes, do a couple exercises, make sure you're good.
And decided to test her with some sobriety exercises. She tried to explain she was just tired, but the cop wasn't buying it. He made her do things like follow a pen with her eyes, touch her finger to her nose, and walk a straight line with her heel to toe.
Okay, that's your right.
Oh, my left and my
Yeah. Okay. Keep your head straight, just look back and forth with your
Oh,
eyes.
okay, gotcha.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, like that.
How did I explain the exercise?
You turn like
Okay.
that. Like turn like that?
Yeah.
Alright. 1, 2.
Struggling through every test, her red and watery eyes caught the cop's attention, signaling that it was time for her to provide answers or face potential jail time. Naomi reveals her struggles, including previous legal issues, and pleads with the officer to avoid a DUI charge.
It wasn't just a number. Okay.
Please, sir, I can't have a DUI. Please.
Okay.
I'll do everything. I promise. Sir, I'm from Switzerland. I can't have a DUI, please. I don't want to get out of I don't want to get kicked out of the US.
Now she realized she was in serious trouble. But when she sensed her pleas falling on deaf ears, she resorted to something incredibly unthinkable.
I'll put that on her.
Please, sir, please. I'll take everything off, please.
Wait, what? Did she just offer to remove her clothes as an attempt to persuade the officer with a spicy offer?
Please don't charge me. I don't want to go to jail. Please, sir.
I don't want you to take everything off.
I think so. Despite her pleas, the officer explains the legal process, emphasizing that the decision to arrest is beyond his control.
But you're the one arresting me, right?
Yes, I am the one arresting you, but the decision to make the arrest is already out of my hands tonight. So let's walk back over.
Why?
Naomi continued to negotiate, expressing fears of deportation, and tried to connect emotionally with the officer, but nothing was going to work. Putting all the pieces together, the cop had a hunch that Naomi was breaking the law, driving under the influence, DUI, and cruising with a knowingly suspended license. She was risking it all. Just when you thought this drama was over, the cop did a check on her car, and, surprised, there were 2 open bottles of Fireball whiskey and an empty can of White Claw hard seltzer inside. Later at the Sarasota County Jail, the cop asked her to blow into a breathalyzer to check her alcohol level, but Naomi refused. The cop explained the consequences, but she still said no. Naomi got her citations, was officially booked, and her car got towed away. So that's how a routine traffic stop took an unexpected flirtatious turn. But for the next case, the not-so-young woman, too, tried these tactics. Kelly Barton. Meet Kelly Barton, who on a seemingly ordinary day found herself in a heap of trouble. It all began when Kelly, a 48-year-old woman, was involved in a car crash while transporting special needs patients. Her colleague, witnessing the incident, rushed to inform the cops about what had happened.
This is what happened. The client is in the car, and he says she hit a lamppost in the middle of the street.
The patient in the car claimed that Kelly had hit a lamppost before pulling into a gas station. Confusion ensued as Kelly's coworker explained that she was new to the job and didn't have a permanent home. As the cops arrived, Kelly was found passed out in the back seat of her coworker's car.
Oh. Hello there.
Kelly.
What's her name?
Kelly.
Kelly?
K-I-L-L.
Kelly?
Yes.
When questioned by the officer about her drinking, Kelly surprisingly admitted to having consumed alcohol beyond her limit.
Kelly, did you have anything to drink tonight?
Yeah.
How much?
Above my limit.
But when asked about driving,
were you driving?
No.
but the officers checked the gas station's security cameras to confirm who was behind the wheel. And guess what? They found out it was Kelly.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. We'll have an investigator come down and get that from you. What time's a good time? 2? All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Now, the officers had to get Kelly out of the car, but she didn't want to budge. She was tired and stubborn.
Kelly?
Yes, sir.
I need you to step out of the car for me, okay? We got to do some stuff, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do, okay?
Y'all want to do all this to me.
They tried for a long time to convince her, but she wasn't having it.
Come on over here for me, okay? You can hold my hand if you need to. Come on, get you out here, and I'll have you step outside and stand by my car.
The officers were really kind and kept trying to help Kelly.
I know, here we go. Give me your hand, and I'm going to help you out. I need you to get out of the car for me. I know you have.
Even though she was being difficult, they wanted her to be safe and get checked by the ambulance.
It is coming, but you can't get the ambulance to check you out here. So come on out for me, Kelly.
But Kelly was still playing games, talking about movies and not cooperating.
Let me go.
No.
I ain't done nothing.
Kelly, I need you to get out of the car.
Eventually, they managed to coax her out, but it took a lot of talking and patience.
Okay, yeah.
You just gotta go home. Just
Okay.
be careful. Just be
Y'all leave me alone.
Put your shoes on, all right?
Little did they know that Kelly was about to do something extremely blunt. As the officers were attempting to check her blood sugar, she began flirting. Kelly wasn't ready to give up just yet. When paramedics tried to check on her condition, she insisted on being attended to by little young boys.
Hey. I want the little young boys. Ask me how I'm feeling. Let the little young boys tell me.
And when that didn't work, she resorted to more blatant attempts at seduction, flirting shamelessly with the officers. She tried every trick in the book to sway the first responders. "Look at you, handsome," she cooed at one paramedic, attempting to sweet-talk her way out of trouble.
Look at you, handsome.
You want the life squad to check you, ma'am?
She attempted to flirt her way out of trouble, showering compliments on the officers and paramedics. In a bizarre turn of events, she even expressed her admiration for the paramedics' blue eyes and made suggestive remarks about what she would do to them.
Let me tell you something. What I would do to you with your blue eyes.
Well, let me check your blood sugar real quick.
However, Kelly's attempts at seduction fell flat as the officers remained focused on their duty. Despite her persistent efforts to charm her way out of the situation, Kelly's fate was sealed as she was taken into custody and charged with operating a vehicle under the influence, OVI.
So I'm gonna have you put your hands behind your back, all right?
No.
Kelly, right here.
No, listen, why are you handcuffing me?
Kelly.
But tell me why.
You're under arrest for operating a vehicle.
Put 3 on there to be comfy. Don't do that, Kelly.
Nah, y'all full of
Kelly.
And endangering a disabled patient. Eventually, Kelly's actions led to the loss of her job and a reckoning with the consequences of her actions. Despite her best efforts to evade accountability, Kelly's flirtatious antics were no match for the long arm of the law, and we can say the same for our next case. Jenna Maldonado. This is Jenna Maldonado, a woman who found herself in an unusual situation with Officer Lefebvre from the New Mexico State Police. It all began innocently enough on March 9th, 2022, when Officer Lefebvre noticed Jenna's car swerving within its lane. Concerned about potential drunk driving, he pulled her over. Initially, Jenna seemed cooperative, providing her license and registration.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
So you have life registration insurance?
Yes. Like this. I don't have the insurance card on me.
Okay.
Can I give it to you online?
You have it on your phone?
Yeah, I have it on my phone.
Sure.
When asked about her erratic driving,
Any idea why I'm stopping you?
she explained that she had been rushing home after receiving a call from her son.
Zooming in and out.
Okay, well,
Speeding.
when I saw you, there was no traffic around you. Okay, but you weren't staying in your lane.
Well, I got a call from my son that he was worried that my mom wasn't home, and my aunt. There's just a long story, so I was trying to rush home.
Okay.
Despite her calm demeanor, Officer Lefebvre suspected something was off. During the conversation, Jenna admitted to having had just 1 beer earlier.
How much did you drink today?
Earlier.
How much was there?
Like a beer earlier.
Just 1 beer?
About a beer.
About a beer?
About a beer.
However, her behavior began to shift. She spoke with a higher-pitched voice, a subtle sign of attraction, and maintained eye contact with the officer.
Okay.
Can we just go to my house?
Why would we go to your house?
Well,
She didn't perform well in the sobriety tests. And that's when she was taken to the police station to perform a breathalyzer test.
so I'm just like across the street.
Okay, well, that's out of. It just fences around here. Barbed wire.
Not now, huh?
Big dogs.
Who's gonna come for me? You?
Yeah, I'll catch you easily in a heartbeat. So listen to me. I am about to tell you something very important. You are under arrest for driving while under the influence of intoxicating liquor and/or drugs.
However, things took a dramatic turn when Officer Lefebvre asked Jenna to take a breathalyzer test. As the interaction progressed, Jenna's flirtatious behavior became more evident. She asked personal questions about the officer's marital status and age, trying to establish a connection. Despite her attempts to charm him, Officer Lefebvre remained professional.
Balloon, don't stop blowing until I tell you to.
You're gonna put it in my mouth.
I'll put it in your mouth.
Oh, this is interesting.
Instead of complying, Jenna made suggestive comments, attempting to flirt her way out of the situation.
Like blow up a balloon. You know how big a balloon is.
Well,
Take a deep
I
breath.
have an idea in my mind, and it seems weird. Sorry.
Okay, don't let it be weird.
So what now?
Take a deep.
However, Officer Lefebvre stayed focused on his duty, ignoring Jenna's advances. Despite Jenna's persistence,
I'm trying.
I know you don't.
What you asked.
Hard breath. Hard. Harder. Keep that tone going. Harder. Nope. Nope. Keep going. More. Nope. You keep stopping. Come on. Come on, Jenna. You got this. Take a deep breath and blow.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's funny. It's what you're saying.
What am I going to say?
Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
the officer maintained his composure and continued with the breathalyzer test. Jenna's laughter and flirtatious remarks did not sway him. Eventually, she blew into the breathalyzer,
Don't stop,
revealing a
don't.
blood alcohol level almost twice the legal limit.
Harder. Keep going. Don't stop. A little harder. Thank you.
What does that mean?
0.15.
And that means?
You're almost to the aggravated level. You're almost twice the legal limit.
Even after the test, Jenna continued her attempts to flirt with Officer Lefebvre, suggesting they go on a date.
Tomorrow.
What's that?
So we may have one on a date tomorrow.
A date tomorrow? Well, you're gonna be in jail, girl.
May have. Well, if you would have just taken me home.
I'd have got fired.
No.
However, Officer Lefebvre remained steadfast, refusing to engage in her advances. Jenna's hopes of avoiding jail were lost, and she spent the night behind bars. In the end, Officer Lefebvre's professionalism prevailed, and Jenna learned that her attempts to seduce him were futile. Despite her best efforts, she faced the consequences of her actions, demonstrating that even in the face of temptation, law enforcement officers uphold their duty to uphold the law. What are your thoughts on these cases? Let us know if you've ever tried to flirt your way out of trouble and what you would do differently.